Hey, there we go.
Hey,
Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
hi,
What's going on?
hi.
How
I'm
you
here.
doing?
How are you guys?
Good.
Good.
How are you?
Good, loving. I'm just out of the house, but luckily I'm in a good spot. Sorry about all that. The rain today was crazy for what I was up to, but we are all
No
here.
worries.
We're here. You guys are so awesome, and the reason why we're here today, you guys, is because we wanted to spotlight a new filmmaker that's getting some traction with her film. And we were thinking of how the beautiful connection of how in life, film is never one person. And so when we got chatting with you, we realized how you know Matt, and he was your teacher in film and TV. And I thought, I really want to talk about the relationship you guys have, how he supported you before for the first screening, and get into who you guys are and what you're trying to do for the community even more. But your new movie, Filipina Saw, is being secondarily released on the 25th of September. So we want to talk about all of the things and why you made the project and how Matt was involved and the support of that, what that meant to you, all that kind of fun stuff. So I want you guys to talk more than me. So I'm going to even take myself off camera. But, something that we really love is that young filmmakers are learning from the best of the best in Calgary. And so we wanted Matt to put his insights about what he thought about your film and what support young filmmakers actually do need. And he's like the king of being able to talk about the truth of making a film and helping people do that. So our last people on the cover went to uh, Cannes Film Festival, and he is a Filipino man himself, just like you, and we love supporting all different cultures. We're Romanian, and
Mm,
so we just felt like this is a reminder to you, for real, that this young man here was just in a short, and the lady who made it was a Filipina, and she was actually quite young herself. And she got herself into the Cannes film market for emerging filmmakers. So I just feel like, babe, this could be you one day, and is on the 25th in Alberta. So congratulations. And that's kind of a reminder to everybody that being young is such a cool topic because where you're at in your career. So we want to talk about all of that stuff, okay?
yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's get to
Nice.
know you a little bit more. And then we'll get into how you know Matt and how you got into the film school that he was supporting at SAIT,
hmm
teaching.
Sounds
Okay.
good. Yeah,
S-
take it away.
sure. With filmmaking, I started off like back in high school. I just did like a project, and my teacher was like, "Oh, this is really good," and I was like, "Oh." Nice. But I didn't really take it seriously as a career at the time. I didn't think it was going to be like lucrative or like profitable for me. So I kind of had it in the back of my mind, but I didn't take it too seriously. I was kind of secretive about it. But when I failed pharmacy assisting when I went to SAIT, I realized like I should just pursue it because you can fail at things you don't want to do. You might as well go for things that you do want to do. So eventually I did end up going to SAIT for film production, and that's where I met Matt Watterworth. But I actually knew Matt Watterworth beforehand. Like I saw him like running the Facebook group for in
Right.
for filmmakers, and
Yes.
I already kind of knew him, so it was like, oh my gosh, that's the guy from Facebook. When I saw him, I forgot which building it was, but yeah, I was like, this is this is coming true now.
Mm, that's great. That's very cool. What a
That's
great answer.
amazing.
Yeah, you incorporated so much into that. I just want to I want to dive more into the film because this is a feature-length documentary.
Yeah.
And that's not an easy thing to do, especially so recently after film school. I mean, a lot of recent grads maybe start with something a little bit smaller once you're out of school. Did you do anything smaller? You mentioned before we kind of officially started that you're working on a short right now, but did you do something outside of school before this, or did you go right into this?
I always liked making videos in general. Like I was making videos in high school up to the point that I went to SAIT for it. So I had like a YouTube channel called 100 Video Project. I believe I was telling this to you before when I
Yes,
was,
I've watched it.
yeah, like when I would make 100 videos before making my first feature, but that ended up not happening. And I remember you telling,
Right.
like, you're never going to actually be ready. You just kind of have to do it once the opportunity comes, right?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, with Filipino Ka Ba, like, which means are you Filipino? It's really primarily was created for the Filipino community. My sister wrote like a grant, and it was like an innovative project to bring the community together. It didn't really have to necessarily be a film, but we decided to make a documentary, and what better topic than to the people within our own community. But it was made for the Philippine Calgary Summer Festival, so I had to get the film done before or like during, like around the time that we applied for that grant. So that was like I had about like 8 months in total to finish it for that. Yeah. So I had a pretty tight deadline.
That's cool. And I just have to commend you for like going this route. It sounds like you had some great supports and a great sort of goal and deadline. But there's a long tradition of filmmakers like Edward Burns or Spike Lee who have sort of like looked to their own families' cultural heritage as a source of really great filmmaking and stories. And so I really commend you for taking kind of what you know in your community and also your individual experience, right? Because your generation has a different experience than the generation that came before you as well. So
For sure.
um, I think can you tell us a little bit about that about your experience personally, in Calgary, but also in your community?
Okay, so growing up, I kind of like shied away from being Filipino because I wasn't the prime like ideal example of a Filipina. Like I wouldn't use like the honorifics like po, for example. I wouldn't like know how to speak Tagalog straight, like in a straight sentence. So I struggled quite a bit with that, trying to kind of like um bridge that gap culturally of like, okay, who am I really trying to be myself, or am I going to try to be someone else for approval? But I think with Filipino Ka Ba, like I learned that it's okay to just be yourself, but also explore and try and learn about your culture too. It's never too late to try to learn about and to try to integrate yourself into that culture that your family is from, because it is in a way
Mhm.
about like learning and trying to integrate yourself into like your family's culture is a way of loving your family as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I want to talk as well about your collaborators on this film. Tell me about you know I I think I know many of them, but I also wonder if like how did you meet? How did you start collaborating? What are their backgrounds like that sort of impacted that decision?
For sure. Well, so I had a lot of connections within the Filipino community because my dad was a Filipino radio host for many, many years. Like he started in, I believe like 2004 on Fairchild Radio, which is a
Wow,
multicultural radio station in Calgary. And it was just like he kind of built his connections throughout time because he's still on the radio right now, to this day. So
amazing.
that's how we met a lot of the people from like the immigration chapter of the film.
Mm. Hmm.
But I also just used a lot of my own connections as well, like from like my friends in school because they moved to Canada when they were like quite young. But I mean, they still had like a life in the Philippines. Like they weren't that one kid was just like a baby when he came here, but then the other subjects were around like 13. like 12 when they came here, so they kind of still had to find a way to kind of integrate themselves in the westernized community.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Um, I see that we're getting some new viewers, and so I'll just do a quick reset to let everybody know that we're here talking with Renee.
Okay.
Film of hers called Filipino Ka Ba, which has a new screening coming up. We haven't talked about when that screening is yet. I was lucky enough to come and see the film. What you said was the first screening?
That was the first screening. Yeah,
Oh,
because
amazing. Okay, cool.
done for the festival, right? Like the Philippine
Right. Okay.
Festival. But now we have time to do a second screening for people who missed out because we actually sold out in days for the
I was
first.
about to say it's unbelievable how packed that theater was. I was absolutely blown away, and I mean it certainly speaks to your marketing skills, but also it's really beautiful that like your community showed up for you as well in that way, and
Yeah,
not just your community, certainly folks outside of the community, but it was a really big learning experience for me as somebody not from that community, and so I really hope other people check it out. So tell us
yeah.
where can we next see the film?
We can see the film at the Historic Confluence Center, or the Confluence, the Historic Parkland. It used to be Fort Calgary, but it's in
That's
downtown
right.
Calgary, and it's
That's
on
right. Yeah.
25th.
So if you've been to Fort Calgary, you know where it is. But yes, if you don't know, Fort Calgary has changed their name and
Yeah.
the Confluence, and it's actually a beautiful place. You know, I've done some work with the Homegrown Arts and Media Collective, and we had a screening there recently as well. And it looks like we've got a question.
Sweet. Okay.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, take it away.
Someone messaged to ask you, what does your family say about your venture?
Mhm.
Um, so my parents are quite proud of it, for sure. And when I showed them like the ending of the film, they actually like were very emotional about it. Um, I find that like a lot of I kind of want like more of my relatives to see it for sure. Um, sorry, but I think I don't know. I think in terms of like my family, they they are really happy that I was able to kind of finish this film because if I didn't, like I feel like I would have disappointed them. So
Mm.
really
Oh,
quite
goodness.
I was able to do that because it was also I just feel like it was dedicated to the community, but also like close to my heart. Like it was really for my parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And down the road in your filmmaking arsenal that you have, and like when you're our age, you'll remember that like the way you start your work now with the intention, with what stories you choose, what's personal to you. A lot of people find later in their career that, oh, I should do things that matter to me, and then I have more energy to it, things that speak to me or that I've lived before. So very cool to see how you were at the beginning of your career choosing the thing that matters to you most, which is family and your culture and where you came from. So that's just so wonderful. Yeah, our partner in Los Angeles is yeah, he's Filipino as well. So I just love your culture. I don't know. I know so many beautiful people in that culture and Indian culture as well. But I think because I'm Romanian, a lot of people come to me of different cultures going, hey, would you support this? But I think it's so important that people like us who are have a different cultural background to showcase that. So we're very proud of you and to have you in the pages as well. We hope
Yeah.
everyone who can come and meet you. The
Mhm.
lady who was on the cover previous, Rowan Fisher, has been doing such a good job promoting the Calgary Justice Film Festival, and they are hosted at the Confluence. So I've been there and did a photo shoot for her there. It's a beautiful location, you guys. So is Matt going to be there by chance?
I
Get
will
it.
I will certainly try. Yeah, I would love to. Remind me of the date. I'm
Yeah,
forgetting you. I know
maybe
you
you can
said it.
have Matt speak at your event for you or something in some format, or introduce you.
Yeah, maybe. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish to say that I could come, but a friend of mine is having surgery and I actually have to be there for them that day and among the others after. So I wish to be there, but you will be seen in the next issue of I'm Here With, your poster and the story about you. So thank you so much for your time, both of you. I know you're both so busy and the play is not working. So I'm so thankful that Matt hosted this for us. Make sure that we can reshare this for people who haven't seen it. And we'll be putting it on our podcast as well with on Spotify and Apple and everything. And let's stay tuned for this young film, guys. It's very important. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thank you for hosting as well. And Renee, is there a link in your bio that people can go to?
Yeah, for
Okay,
the
great.
second screen. I just wanted to add, guys, like,
Sure. Anything you want to add, you let us know.
okay, so if you don't feel like you belong in your community, or like you're not enough of, for example, Romanian or Filipino, like you can always find a different way to try and learn about your culture and try to integrate yourself, even though you're not the ideal. Like, it was just my way to serve my community, even though I'm just, I didn't feel enough. Like this, like having all the community members together just made me feel like very fulfilled.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great way to end it. We're getting lots of hearts on that one. So just wanted to say really proud of you and congratulations. I'm excited to see what you do next.
Thank you, Matt. Thank
You
you.
know, I will ask you one more question. What is something that you want to say to people who are thinking of going to film school or just finished film school? Is there anything from your experience that would say like how you got to where you are right now, where you're putting out your own premiered projects?
I really believe like networking is so important. Like your friends are everything in film. It's like you need to be able to rely on each other and also be there for other people. So see it as like not just like a way to express yourself, but to connect with others and a way to serve your community for sure. And your own
You
artistic.
are so right.
Yeah.
That's how this podcast came, because I said to my friend Matt, I said, Matt, I see you're involved and you know much more about this young lady than I could possibly in a few days. And so I felt like the connection with you guys is so interesting because Matt is always telling me like, hey, check out this film kid who just made a film I taught. So like we just love this. So maybe this might become a thing, Matt, where we start showcasing your
I love it.
that you I thought we could maybe make something into that, but I would
That
love
sounds
to be
great.
able to have the photos, have the photos from your event, and we'll put it in to showcase what that looked like for people who missed it, and we'll come to another picture. So we'll hopefully
Amazing.
have you in the magazine long term. Thank
Okay.
you guys for everything today. This was so fun.
Very
Thank
fun.
you. See ya.
Thank you.
Okay, post it. Bye.
Hey.